What is your American dream?
I'm from the Philippines. My American dream is to have a job wherein I can help people to achieve their dreams, which is the most important thing for me.
I'm American. I was born in New York, and my American dream is to constantly learn and grow and use whatever God's given me to help as many people as I can.
I'm from Belgium, and my American dream is to bring laughter and joy into people's lives through comedy.
My family background is West Indian with roots in Curacao, Guyana, and Puerto Rico. My American dream is to live in a country where everybody loves and respects one another.
My background is Irish and African American. My American dream would be to make enough to live a happy and fulfilling life.
Everyone has a right to the American dream.
Yep, we're here again, ladies and gentlemen, once again live at noon, the Brad and Squeeze edition. Do apologize for my not being here this morning. David Squeeze Annakie stuck in the elevator, had to take the stairs, and I did not believe 54 flights was appropriate. But Mr. Brad Bernstein, the attorney on the Brad and Squeeze show, the Brad part of the show, did a wonderful and magnificent job. And I think this morning he alluded that he may not need me. So I just want to set the record straight. It's not whether or not he needs me, but the name of the show, forget about the content right now. The name of the show is Brad and Squeeze. Can't just be the Brad show. Yeah, okay, then probably you're gonna have to get Brad Pitt, instead of Brad and Pitt show, But anyway, we're here and we're ready again on 93.5 WVIP FM, the Brad and Squeeze page. Remember, right now, I need for you all to just share. We are building up our Facebook following. We're building up our social media following for the Brad and Squeeze show. Yes, we are all about law, but we're all about everything else. So, ladies and gentlemen, please share us all over social media. Once again, you can reach us now to get your immigration questions answered and more in the capacity of law from the law offices of Spar, Bernstein, and LinkUp Media. Call the number 1-800-529-5465. We'd love for you to join the conversation. 1-800-529-5465. One more time and a bit slower. 1-800-529-5465. I don't want to say a pleasant good afternoon to all the elevator repair men and women, and also all the yellow cab drivers, all the Ubers, the Juno, the Vias, all of them, the lifts. We want to say a pleasant good afternoon to the dollar van drivers, the bus drivers, the truck drivers, everybody out there that's tuning into us. And a special request, Link, Brad, and we need to do more of it. The people in the barbershops and the people in the salons and the people in the restaurants. They're always listening to us.
On WVIP 93.5.
And no, a lot of them have traversed now to social media.
So we're big in barbershops.
We're big in barbershops, right. Restaurants, and salons.
I heard we are a huge sensation in salons, beauty salons.
Yes.
People huge sensation.
Huge. The gossip is always about Brad and Squeeze. I heard that there's a Brad squad in the salons, there's a team Squeeze in the salons, and they have lots of things to say. But anyway, you got something in your hand as usual, Brad.
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt you because you were on a roll.
I noticed you're getting better.
You were on a roll. I just wanted to make something very clear.
What?
I have never said I don't need you.
Oh, really?
Okay, I have never said that. Number one. Number two, the only thing I said was, Jill, if he comes with his winter coat into the studio, take it from him. That's all I have said. And number two, what I have learned is after 19 years of knowing you, no matter what I say, you're going nowhere.
There you go.
I mean,
there you go.
So, it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, so people in LA, I hope you're staying safe. I don't know if you saw all these videos of the wildfires. They are raging through Ventura County right now, right up to the 405, which everybody who's ever been to Los Angeles has driven on. It's like the major road there.
Right.
And if it jumps the 405, it's going to hit Bel Air, which is all these mega mansions.
$1 million homes.
So the police have ordered evacuation of all homes between Mulholland Drive and Sunset Boulevard. And the hope is that the winds do not get too high, because they are saying that the wind gusts could be as high as, is that wind gusts?
Yeah, they just linked him live.
Oh, okay. So the wind gusts could be as high as 80 miles an hour, and if that's the case, look at that. There it is. Look at that. Is that crazy?
Yeah.
That you're gonna be driving on the highway? It's like Armageddon, like the end of the world. I mean, you thought when DT was, that was a sign for the end of the world? Can we play that again? Because that really looks like something out of like Universal
See that movie with
Studios.
what's his face? Oh,
What was that?
Oh, I don't know. That was the wrong video.
Right, let's play that video again, because
that was Louis Fonsi and myself in the club.
Oh, is that what it was? Yeah, that was also Armageddon. But look, play that video again. Can we play that video again? Because that looked like Armageddon. And unfortunately, there are hundreds of people who have lost their homes, their possessions, their belongings, and this could turn out to be. There it is, Squeeze. It is literally looks like Armageddon.
Yeah.
This is the center of Los Angeles.
Right.
This is like having a fire on Broadway.
Right.
That's ravaging buildings, or on the Long Island Expressway in Queens. I mean, that's the main thoroughfare.
Yeah, right. And by the way, those of you who are listening to 93.5 FM and you can't see the fires, when you get a chance, make sure you log on to Facebook or get yourself a Facebook account and follow us at the Brad and Squeeze page. But don't forget to also follow Brad H. Bernstein and David Squeeze for other things.
Why don't you tell them to share?
I did.
You did?
Share again.
Yeah, share.
Share on your timelines, share on pages, share in groups, especially groups. Go and subscribe to every group that you think would actually like the show. You'd be doing you'd be doing everyone a favor. So make sure you do that for us. Once again, the Brad and Squeeze Show live at 9, live at noon, each and every single weekday. We're going to current affairs with Brad. Okay.
It's not current affairs. We're just shooting the breeze, Squeeze.
All right. Okay. I'm sorry.
We're just shooting the breeze.
Shooting breeze. Let's just shoot the breeze.
Did you see Patagonia? Mm-hmm. You know who Patagonia is, right?
Patagonia for me is a clothing store.
Clothing store, right?
Yeah.
They had a red profit of $10 million on Black Friday.
Okay.
They took the entire $10 million and donated it to environmental causes as a result of Donald, which I think is pretty cool on their part.
Right.
Well, I know you don't like to mention his name, but
you see what I'm saying, folks? It always
comes back.
Starts with Donald Trump somehow.
He took away 2 million acres of land in Utah that were set aside for preservation, and now it is no longer going to be preserved. They're going to build on it, and they are donating $10 million to environmental causes, which I think is
that's
pretty
great.
cool. And then lastly, before we get on, I wanted to talk about this because this has been in the news a few days. I keep reading about it.
Okay.
A Mexican man by the name of Baltazar Rosas Alberto Gutierrez.
Good way to pronounce it.
Yes, Baltazar Rosas Alberto Gutierrez spoke with newspapers in Seattle, after ICE came and detained his longtime girlfriend in June. And the longtime girlfriend they had children with who were U.S. citizens, and she got deported, and she had to take her U.S. citizen children home back to Mexico.
Right.
Gutierrez, who's here out of status, there he is, stayed in the United States. He was not married to her, although they lived together as a family, and is now the breadwinner in sending money home to Mexico.
Right.
To support his U.S. citizen children and his, girlfriend, who I guess more than girlfriend, I guess his common law wife, who he was living with, and so he went to the newspapers because he was so incensed that this woman got deported, who he loved. She never committed a crime. She was just here out of status, and she got deported because she responded to an ad that ICE put in on the internet that somebody was looking to buy a piñata. And yes, so she's
that's called entrapment.
Correct. And she went to make a few dollars to go sell a piñata to this person who was an undercover ICE agent who arrested her.
So now they're spending money to catch people?
Yes. Now, to make matters worse.
Hold on. The government is spending money to catch illegal.
But it was a poor woman from Mexico who's trying to support.
Who's trying to support.
1 second. No, you haven't even heard out of hand yet.
It is getting out of hand.
You have not. Wait till you hear what happened to Gutierrez. So, She's trying to sell how much could a piñata be? 30, 40, 50? I don't know how much a piñata goes for these days. Okay, I've never been in the market for a piñata.
They probably got it for like $10.
$10. The woman's trying to make $10 so she can support her U.S. citizen children. They've been here for 18 years. She goes to sell a piñata, and they arrest her and deport her, and she has to take her U.S. citizen children home with her. They're all living in Mexico now. This happened over the summer. Okay? I know you don't like to mention DT, but this is a DT story.
Okay.
Okay, so now Gutierrez, the boyfriend, goes to the newspapers and says, this is outrageous. She was trying to sell a piñata. So what does ICE do? A ICE officer went and saw the newspaper article, brought it to his supervisor. The supervisor says, you go arrest Gutierrez now because he spoke up in the newspaper. So now Gutierrez was arrested
for
being here out of status and is being held in a Northwest detention center in Tacoma, Washington, after being arrested a week ago Monday on Ocean Shores, where I don't know where that is. That's somewhere, out west. And he said that when he was arrested, the agent told him, quote, "My supervisor asked me to come find you because of what appeared in the newspaper." Now, I will say two things. Number one, I will ask the people in the control room to tell the people who are right outside our door to be quiet because they're all screaming at us through the window. Okay. And number two, an ICE spokesman said, as generally they don't like to retaliate against people, but in this particular case they did. So Alberto Gutierrez, he's lived here for 18 years in the United States, has his U.S. citizen children with the girlfriend. The girlfriend got deported for trying to sell a piñata to an undercover ICE agent. She had to take the U.S. citizen kids with her.
Put in deportation.
And now he goes and speaks up. He's in jail now in deportation. And the girlfriend, they're living near Puerto Vallarta. And unfortunately now, the girlfriend says she was counting on Gutierrez to support her and her U.S. citizen children in Mexico. There's no money now. They're all going to be out on the street. How is this helping anybody?
Oh, it isn't.
How is this helping anybody?
It is not.
I don't even know, as you think about it, if that's a violation of his freedom of speech, that Gutierrez's rights were violated, perhaps. I would have to look into that more. But I mean, don't you have
even if you're out of status here in the United States of America, you do have rights. So I'm quite sure that there's got to be something that could be done where this is concerned.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just reading this story.
It's very sad.
He is right now still in jail because there is a $25,000 bond put on his release. Why $25,000? That's ridiculous because he hasn't committed a crime. But there is a $25,000 bond put on his release by ICE. I think they were being very vindictive to him because he spoke up in the newspaper. I think, and as a result, he's still sitting in jail because he doesn't have the $25,000 to put up.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, a Brad and Squeeze show. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, unbelievable, unbelievable.
And I just want to say this.
What is it? About
immigration as well.
Right.
All right. What is it? Riddle me this one, Squeeze.
Riddle me this, riddle me that.
Riddle me this. Riddle me this one. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security has announced that the border crossing, since DT has taken office, is at a 46-year low. And the Department of Homeland Security, they said that the number of people trying to cross the border illegally from Mexico into the United States is down to a 46-year low. The border officers, 46-year low. Okay, they have arrested, but 25% increase of arrests within the United States. Now, Mr. Trump is taking credit for all of this. But riddle me this one, Mr. Squeeze. How the hell do they know how many people are crossing the border and that it's at a 46-year low?
Beats the crap out of me.
If you're being able to count the person crossing the border, wouldn't you have arrested him?
Yeah.
Where did they come up with these numbers?
Magic.
So Joe shows this to me. I go, Who came up with this number?
DT?
Exactly. These are just made up numbers.
DT?
You can just, it's like when I believe the unemployment numbers are wrong too. The unemployment's down. Who's checking this? But I will tell you, there is no way in the world that anyone can tell you at all whether or not border crossings are down or up or sideways or anything else. Because if you're able to count them, you would have caught them.
Yeah, and you would have arrested
them. You would have arrested them. So how do you know it's down?
Bullcrap.
How do you know it's down?
Bullcrap.
Right?
Right.
So it's like the same thing I've said for years. Okay, go Google how many people out of status, or on Google they would call it illegal aliens, are in the United States. Okay, and I bet you, I haven't never Googled it, but I bet you they would say somewhere around 11, 12 million. And that's the number that you have heard.
But it's about twice that much, right?
I don't know, but it's the number that you have heard. 11 to 12 million has been the number you have heard in 2017, 2016, 2000, for at least 18, 20 years. Right. I've heard the same number, and it varies anywhere from 10 to 12 million illegal aliens in America. So I say to myself, how is the number exactly the same or very close to being the same all these years? Who's verifying?
And we have
who's counting these?
We have so many people.
Who's counting these people out of status? How are you verifying this? Where are these numbers coming from? It's made up, Squeeze. It's absolutely made up. And you wonder why it's made up? For two reasons. Are you telling me that nobody has come in the last 17 years? It's been the same 10 to 12 million people? And number two, Squeeze. This is a true number. In the last 20 years, over 100,000 people out of status. More than 100,000, maybe 150,000, but I know at least 100,000 or more have called my office for legal help. Maybe 150,000, maybe 200,000 people have called.
But more than 100,000.
More than 100,000. So if you say there's 10 million people, you say there's 10, you're saying 1% of the entire illegal alien population in America called Brad Bernstein?
Hey.
Come on.
You are the man.
Come on.
It's quite possible. You're the man.
There's no way. No way.
1-800.
So all these numbers are what they say, bull. Bula.
1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. We're getting to the phone lines now, but before we go to the phone lines, did you mention anything about Pearl Harbor this morning?
No.
Do you know what today is?
Is Pearl Harbor Day.
Today is the
D-Day. Not D-Day. It's the
anniversary
of Pearl Harbor Day. It is called.
Yeah.
D-Day is when they stormed the beach in France.
Okay. Yeah. So just wanted to see if you mentioned it.
Yes, I remember that.
Okay.
I remember that day.
Yeah.
December 7th.
December 7th.
Japanese bomb Pearl Harbor.
Japanese.
Do you know what also it will be remembered on December 7th?
What?
December 7th is the day Al Franken resigned from the Senate. Thank you very much for the newsflash.
You want to know what else about December 7th? December 7th is my brother's birthday. Anyway, let's get up to that right now. It's called answering some questions. The number here is 1-800-529-5465. 93.15 FM LinkUp Radio. Thank you so much for tuning in. Brad and Squeeze page. Yeah.
Also, the birth of your brother will also be a day remembered in infamy.
There you go. All right. 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-LAWLINK. And feel free to put up your birthday shout-outs each and every single day. Brad and Squeeze will shout out your birthdays right here on the Brad and Squeeze Show. It's something that we'll do for you.
By the way, some of our Brad squad's gonna have a birthday every week. You know, it's like when you go to the birthday. It's like when you go to the restaurant and you want to like screw with your friend and say it's his birthday or her birthday, and then all of a sudden they bring the birthday cake and it's not the birthday.
Well, guess what, Brad?
Guess what,
Brad?
What?
Team Squeeze know that we will check the birth dates on Facebook. We'll check the birth dates on Facebook.
All right,
let's get to the phone lines.
We want to go to Deborah in Yonkers.
Deborah in Yonkers got herself an immigration question. Deborah in YO, what's up?
Hi, hello, how are you?
How are you, Deborah?
We're doing good, Deborah, and thank you so much for tuning in.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you for all of the information you share, and thank you for taking my question.
My pleasure.
What's your question?
My question is, I am preparing to marry my girlfriend who is from Venezuela.
Okay.
And I just wanted to know, are there any complications or hurdles that I should be on the lookout for?
Is she here in America?
Yes.
Okay. It's the same thing whether you're in a traditional marriage or you're in a same-sex marriage. The hurdle is don't get married within her first 90 days of entering. Be able to prove that it is a real marriage for love. You're not marrying her because you know, your guys are friends and you want to try to help her out, but you guys are really in love. Or I mean, you ladies are really in love. You know, I'm just whatever.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying. And it's a real bona fide marriage. You have to prove you live together in a loving bona fide marriage, and it's going to be the same questions they ask whether it's a traditional marriage or a same-sex marriage. What side of the bed do you sleep on? What type of toothpaste do you use? What time does your spouse get up for work in the morning? Let me see the keys to your keychains. Do they match?
What color is the toothbrush?
What color is, those are hard sometimes. What color is the toothbrush? But, and then you also have to prove that you're sharing a financial relationship together. So in other words, you have a bank account and all the proceeds from your work and all the proceeds from her work go into the bank account. You share in the proceeds of the finances of your marriage, and you also share in the debts of your marriage. So after everything you earn goes into a bank account, you pay your debts, your rent, your car, your insurance, whatever, your credit card bills, they all get paid from the same account. So you're sharing in the proceeds of the marriage and you're sharing in the debts of the marriage. It's the same thing. It's the same interview, whether it is a traditional marriage or a same-sex marriage.
Okay. And can I just ask one quick follow-up question?
Mm-hmm.
The other concern we have is Venezuela was recently put on the travel ban list.
That is very true. It is a travel ban list for getting a visa. I am not sure if it is a travel ban list for getting a green card, but certainly for getting a visa. And you're right. I didn't think about that when you said this. And I think that you definitely are going to need to have a consultation. And we're going to research this and figure this one out for you.
All right.
So hold on one second, okay?
Hang tough, Deborah.
All right.
All right. Once again, folks, the number is 1-800-529-5465. It's the Brad and Squeeze Show, which is powered by USA Credit Repair Inc.com. Remember to reach out to USA Credit Repair at 1-800-872-7177. Let's go to another call.
You know, I'm just thinking that's really interesting because a week ago it wouldn't have been an issue, but now the Supreme Court has reversed. But that is a travel ban for entering the United States. I'm not sure.
I was going to comment because it says travel.
Right. I'm not sure if that's still if that also means adjustment of status while you're physically here. I would say definitely if she was in Venezuela, you wouldn't be getting her back.
Right.
But here it's adjusting status. But I don't know. We got to look into it.
Absolutely. 1-800-529-5465. The Brad.
Yeah, it's very interesting because the Supreme Court just came down with that 36 hours ago. So actually, it hasn't crossed my desk yet in terms of that issue. We'll have to figure that one out.
The Brad and Squeeze Show now, though.
Squeeze Show now.
That's what it's all about.
Avia,
thank you so much for calling. Of course, the Brad and Squeeze Show. How are you feeling today?
I'm good. Good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning.
How is Florida doing?
It's pretty cool.
Okay. Did you know you can actually do your case with Spar and Bernstein right there from Florida? Did you know that?
No, I did not know.
Now you know.
Squeeze, why don't you explain that to me?
Basically, it doesn't matter where you are in the world. As long as it has to do with U.S. immigration, which is federal, Mr. Bernstein here, your attorney, are about to be, can handle that case. The law firm can handle it because it's federal, all right?
Okay.
Okay, so we can get that done for you, my darling. There's all this new technology that we have in place.
What is your question, my dear?
My question is, what if you come up on a B1, B2 visa and get married before the 90 days? How
you go about that? You have a problem.
Yep.
Because you have a potential misrepresentation on what your intent was when you came into the airport. You need to speak to an attorney because if your true intent was to get married, you need a waiver. And who knows whether the waiver will get approved or not. If your true intent was something else and you changed your mind, well, that's something that needs to be proven because the burden is now on you. So hold on one second.
Hang on one second. And once again, folks, all the people out there who did get married before the 90-day rule, do me a favor, pick up your phone right now and call the law offices of Spar and Bernstein. Listen, folks, for the past 20 years, in my opinion, I've given you the best law firm there is. This is my opinion, David Annakie's opinion, and they're a good law firm. So reach out to them. They have super lawyers on board. The number is 1-800-529-5465. Let's get back to another segment that is powered by USACreditRepayInc.com. Let's go to another call.
By the way, Cordella Willery is yelling for page 21 already.
Don't worry about it, Cordella.
Loves it, but she's in a bus and she's getting rained on inside the bus.
You want to know what? I love
bus.
Cordella.
Yes.
Cordella likes everything from me on Instagram.
Yes.
And
Donna.
Facebook. Donna, what's up?
From Georgia.
Hi, guys. How you doing?
How are you?
Hey, you're from Georgia.
I'm great.
So you are.
I'm going to make this quick because
Okay.
I'm driving.
Mhm.
I'm calling on behalf of my sister. My sister sponsored for her 2 daughters who live in Jamaica. They're over 21 and married. When she did the petition, she was a green card holder. Now she's a U.S. citizen. I know for underage kids, if you update your status, it's a better
It's better even above age. It's even better.
shorter time, but
yeah.
now they're over 21.
If
Does it make a big difference if she updates her status?
Yeah, it does make
Let the immigration know she's a citizen now?
Yes, let National Visa Center know she's a U.S. citizen. It does make a small difference. It's not a big difference, but it certainly does make a small difference. It'll get the kids here faster. If she became a citizen before the kids turned 21, even if the kids are now 21, then that makes a big difference. But if she became a citizen after the kids turned 21, still let National Visa Center know, simply because it will speed it up about 6 to 12 months.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Hey.
It's always nice listening to you, and you have a great day.
And Donna, remember, you can also retain the law offices of Spar and Bernstein all the way from Georgia.
From
all right?
everywhere in the United States. Hold
and
on.
out of the United States,
Correct.
as long as it has
That
to
is
do with
true.
the United States.
That's true.
Thank you so much, Donna. Okay, I want to take 15 seconds to remind each and every one listening on 93.5 WVIP and also the Brad and Squeeze Show social media platforms that we would like for you all to share this show. We truly, genuinely believe in helping thousands of people all over the globe, and we want for you to actually help us to help people by you sharing whatever platform you're actually listening on, whether it's 93.5, whether it's Facebook Live, which the page that we're focusing on and pontificating, my favorite word,
yes,
is the Brad and Squeeze Show page.
Correct.
Is it Brad and Squeeze or is it Brad and Squeeze Show?
It's the Brad.
Let's go to Social Media Queen and find out.
I don't know.
Why don't we do that?
Okay, fine.
All right, we're going to go to the social media room right here on the Brad and Squeeze Show and see what our beloved Kim Moore, the social media queen, has to say. So when people go on Facebook, if they're looking to go straight to it, is it at Brad and Squeeze or at Brad and Squeeze Show?
Brad and Squeeze Show.
Brad and Squeeze Show. All
They
right.
just need to go into the search bar and they type in the Brad and Squeeze Show, and we are right there.
Or even if you just type in Brad and Squeeze, it'll pop up, probably.
Absolutely.
Right. There's not a lot of Brad and Squeeze shows competing against Brad and
Combos.
Squeeze shows.
That's true.
So if anything like
it would
Brad
be
and...
kind of silly of them too, because
Yes.
I would make sure they lose.
That's right.
I love the competition.
Oh, look at this.
I like the new lineup.
Whoa.
I know. I'm kind of.
There's only one problem, though.
I gotta get more
There's
into
only
that
one.
one.
I'd put the girl in the middle.
Yeah, why is she?
I'm too close to you, dude.
Yeah,
I'd rather have the girl between us.
And also, we have to work on the height differential here.
Well, that's...
I know. I need to sit on a booster seat.
Yeah, we need to give her that shit, I'd say.
Yeah, that looks weird that you're much shorter than us.
Yeah, but if you put her in the middle, she balances out.
It would balance
Yeah,
out.
if you put her you see, nobody listens to
Yeah,
Steve.
but if I'm in the middle, I'm the one answering the questions.
Oh, so you should be in the middle.
I should be in the middle.
So the one answering the question should be in the middle.
I think so.
That's very interesting. I always say ladies come first.
Firing up
Okay.
Men
All
come
right.
back.
So, all right. Ask Brad Squad and Team Squeeze. We'll do it any way they want next time.
Whichever
Whatever
way.
they think it's
Whichever
better.
way.
All right.
That's a very sneaky one right there, because you know that one right there. Anyway,
what are the questions?
let's get to some questions. By the way, folks, this is the segment where you actually place your social media questions on your social media pages, of course, Brad and Squeeze page. And Kim is going to read them off, and she's going to do it as quickly as possible. The Belgium girl.
The Belgian girl is here. Kimberlian wants to know, can a dad file for his child that's over 21? And if so, what are the requirements?
File an I-130. If you are married to the mom, show the marriage certificate. Even if you are divorced, you then just have to show that your child was put on, your name was put on your child's birth certificate at the time of birth. If you were not married to the mother, not only do you have to prove that you are the biological father of the child, but you have to prove that you had a bona fide parent-child relationship between birth and 18 with that child, even though the child's now in their 20s. So now you're going to have to prove that you're in that child's life. You don't have to be, the Leave It to Beaver father, or I don't know, or I was going to say Cosby, but then he's not. He's kind of can't really say Cosby anymore. But usually, I used to say you don't have to be Bill Cosby, but who wants to be Bill Cosby these days? So we'll go back to Leave It to Beaver. I don't know. I'm trying to think of another famous
Partridge Family.
No, Partridge Family never had a father. It had a mother.
But yeah. Mom, father.
You don't have to be the Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have to be Mr. Drummond. Remember who Mr. Drummond is from Different Strokes?
Yeah. What are you talking about, Willis?
Exactly. So
the Sanford and Son's dad. I forgot what.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Fred.
All right. Let's continue.
Leave It to Beaver. We're going to leave it to Beaver.
All right.
So you don't have to be Leave It to Beaver, but you do have to show you're in the child's life. So pictures of you together with the kid. Maybe school records to show you were an involved father. Things of that nature. Generally speaking, when fathers are filing for children, they need the help of a lawyer. It's rare that a father can file for a child and get through without the help of a good lawyer.
And a good lawyer, by the way, he keeps saying this, which I hate it when he says this. He needs Spar and Bernstein. So tell him to call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. All right? All right.
Next question from Suyan. I just want to know, even if your spouse gets his citizenship but hasn't been sworn in yet, can he still put in the paperwork the next day if he's filing for someone?
He has to be sworn in to be a citizen, not pass your citizenship test.
Okay. 1-800-529-5465. Kim Moore answering the questions, or should I say, putting the questions forth, and Brad's answering them.
No one wants to hear Kim Moore answer these questions.
I don't want to hear your answers.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kim, I love you, but I don't want to hear your answers.
No.
Right.
Neither do I. Sophia wants to know, if you have a 10-year green card and your husband that petitions for you has died, can you still apply for citizenship within 3 years?
No, you got to wait to 5.
Okay. Let's move to another one.
Rods would like to know, what happened if someone took voluntary departure 8 years ago, but he never left the U.S.? He married a U.S. citizen in 2010, but she died before they were able to file, and his widower petition was denied. He is now married once again to a U.S. citizen. What can he do?
Well, you have to make a motion to reopen your deportation case. The first thing is he has a warrant out for his arrest. Number 2, we'd like to know why the widow petition was denied, because to make sure there was no marriage fraud in the first petition. But because if he was married, why wouldn't the widow of petition be approved from the first time around?
Right.
So, there's certain things we have to investigate here, but getting a new I-130 approved and reopening the case would be steps 1 and 2. So it's like you go to a doctor and you say, hey, doctor, my heart hurts, I need heart surgery, and the doctor goes, I agree you need heart surgery, but we got to figure out, what type of heart surgery. We know we have to get an I-130 approved, and we know we have to make a motion to reopen the case. That we do know.
Once again, folks, Kim Moore right here with the social media check-in. 1-800-529-5465, the number for the law firm. And it's not just immigration. Don't forget personal injury. You get hurt, you're going to need them. Even the lawyer himself got hurt, and he used Spar and Bernstein.
That is very true.
You were wise.
I could have went to any lawyer I wanted to. I didn't have to use Spar and Bernstein.
So goes to show you have a good personal injury department. Next question, Kim.
Tanya would like to know, if she did her interview in April of this year, the officer told her everything went well and that she'll receive her card in the mail, but she still hasn't gotten anything. She also renewed her work permit in August and still hasn't gotten that. Is it possible that they're backlogged for so long?
Anything is possible, but what I would be doing is this.
Making that call.
And who do you think you should be calling?
Spar Bernstein.
Yeah, 9 months, you call a lawyer.
Absolutely. 1-800-LAWLINK. 1-800-529-5465 is the number to call. We'll throw it up on the screen shortly. 1-800-529-5465.
At some point, yes.
Such a smart ass boss, you know that? All right. Let's go to Kim again.
And there it is. You asked me.
Talk about the crap.
Let's do rapid fire. We got too much to go here. We're screwing around.
Okay. Numbers going up.
Yeah.
Maurice wants to know, I got my green card. How soon can I go back and marry my girlfriend and file for her? And how long is that going to take?
The next day, and assuming you didn't get it through marriage yourself, and it'll take about a year and a half.
Yep. Eunice wants to know, my niece's priority date is June 9th of 2015. How far away is she from medical and interview?
Who's sponsoring your niece?
I'm assuming her.
How
the
is
aunt.
You can't sponsor a niece.
Well, then not the aunt.
It's not the aunt. Okay.
We need more info, Eunice.
Yes.
Sterling wants to know, how soon after the permanent green card can you put in for a citizen if you're for your citizenship if you're married to a citizen?
2 years, 9 months, 3 days from the time you got your conditional green card. You can add the conditional green card time plus the permanent green card time together. Once you're at 2 years, 9 months, 3 days, as long as it's still a bona fide marriage, go for it.
File away. I have a question for Squeeze. How long?
Squeeze, stop texting.
I'm texting the production. Come
Stop texting. This is a question for you.
Yeah,
How
what's the
long
question?
after you sign up for credit repair with USA Credit will you see results?
Within 45 to 60 days, you will definitely see some results.
Aha!
We always say up to 90 days, but I know that at the pace at which USA Credit Repair works, you're definitely going to see results within 45 to 60 days.
So why don't we talk about USA Credit Repair while we're on the subject?
Why don't we do this? Why don't we not talk about it and throw up the testimony in the airport, and then we come
I don't know if we have it.
Come on, listen, the production team you've got here, Brad.
Did they got that?
Is on point.
You got that? Let's see.
I'm quite sure they have it.
Let's see.
All right, let's go back to some more immigration questions because I don't want people to get upset at us.
All right, so why don't we do immigration and then we'll go to all right.
I'll tell you what. All right, you know what? Let's go to the video like you just said.
Fine.
All right, let's go to the section. All right, let's see what happens. Check out this video. It's pretty cool. Okay, so I'm here at the airport, right into, of course, a client of USA Credit Repair, and she wants to tell me what USA Credit Repair did for her. So what did USA Credit Repair do?
Yes, I must say I had bad credit. I heard you and I called. Mm-hmm. You gave me a discount and working with me on a monthly plan. Right. My credit is excellent now. I'm getting credit card. I got car, and I'm in good shape, tip-top shape. I didn't believe at first it was a gamble, but I prove it for myself, so I have to let you all know, check Mr. Squeeze, because he's doing it for us.
What kind of car did you get?
Acura RDX.
Acura. So now that you have good credit, what is your credit score?
It's in the 750.
750 range?
Yes, 750 range.
All right. Anything else you got with your credit after realizing that everything worked out for you with your credit?
Gold cards. Gold cards, gold card, credit card, gold card.
Tell people a few of the bad things you had on your credit before we fixed it.
Okay, I have loans. I have a couple of credit cards, and quite a few other stuff I had. But it was really bad. It was really bad. I couldn't ask for anything in any store. Not even a store card I couldn't get.
Right.
And now I can walk wherever I want to and apply, and I'm sure I'm gonna get.
All right.
Yes.
Did you get a loan recently?
Yes, I did. I'm here in Jamaica to bury my son, and I went to the credit union without any question. I got what I wanted, and while they gave it to me, they said, "We see here that you're qualified for a gold card," and I got it too.
Wow, so you got the loan. Okay, and by the way, sympathies and condolences in reference to your
my son?
Your son who died, right?
Yes.
Sorry about that. Okay. However, at least you were able to give him a good send-off because you got the loan, right?
Yes, yes,
and you
definitely.
also got yourself a gold card.
Yes, more than one.
More than one?
Yes.
Now, the only thing that we're going to ask for you to do is make sure that you're maintaining good credit.
Yes, I will.
All right?
I will.
I mean, although you know you have us still. Right?
Yes, yes, yes.
And just spread the word to everybody.
Yes, right? I'm spreading it. I'm spreading it.
Tell them that Squeeze is no joke.
Yes, Squeeze is no joke. He'll do it for me, and he'll do it for you.
Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
All right, no problem. See you. Bye-bye. There you have it, folks. Once again, like I said, going through an airport, I meet so many people who's always saying that we, have done such wonders for them with credit. It even happens with the Spar and Bernstein law offices because people talk about immigration, but here we are talking about credit, and I'm very happy that this lovely lady, of course, was able to get help for us. Her son passed on, and she was able to get a loan. She was able to get a gold card. She was able to get her Acura RDX, and that's what we're all about. She gave me goose pimples knowing that we were able to help her out in such a situation with her son passing on. But once again, ladies and gentlemen, it's USA Credit Repair. Make sure you check us out online or call us at 1-800-786-1330. That's 1-800-786-1330. And if you're listening to this on the radio, check it out on Facebook and you see what we have been doing, all right? Rocking my son's Penn State, of course, school shirt here and having a blast going through the airport. I still think that Columbia is a better school, son. Anyway, we'll catch up later. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning into this. Okay, that's of course the segment there. Okay, with yours truly in the airport. Remember to call USA Credit Repair right now at 1-800-USA-7177. That's 1-800-872-7177. Someone put it up on a page for me. But Candy Anderson, her daughter was in an accident.
Yeah, so we wish her the speedy recovery.
Very speedy recovery.
She said the car's totaled, and she's going to be calling us about the accident case.
That's very
right
nice.
after. So,
Candy, I can say one thing.
Yeah.
You are going to be well represented.
Yes.
I can say that much. Our results do not guarantee similar outcome, but I can say you're going to be well represented. Let's go to the phone lines where our attorney Bradford H. Bernstein, the Brad part of the show, will answer some more questions right here on the Brad and Squeeze Show.
Junior in Portchester.
Junior.
Yes.
Portchester.
So I was in my car driving with my child's mother. And we had a heated conversation. She started to hit me.
Uh-oh. Wow.
So
Who was driving the car when she was hitting you?
Me.
Okay.
I'm the one who was driving.
All right. So what happened?
And so she hit me in the face and burst my upper lip. So I called the police. I didn't want to hit her back.
Let me ask you a question. Okay. Let me ask you a question. What precipitated this? I don't think a woman just goes off and hauls off and hits you out of nothing. What did you do anything that would have provoked it or got her upset, even if it didn't provoke it?
No, well, an unknown number calling me, and she said
an unknown number. Aha.
Yeah.
Squeeze.
Yeah.
An unknown number was calling him.
That has happened to me.
And she felt that it was something. It was a female, and this is your wife.
Yes. No, we haven't married yet. We haven't married yet.
Okay, so when did this happen? When did this happen?
Thanksgiving, the day before Thanksgiving.
Okay, and so you pulled over the car and you called the police?
Yeah, and she got out. She left. She walk away. So the police came and asked me what happened. So I said I called them to restrain her, just to talk to her, So they asked me to write. They asked me to write what happened. So I write on a piece of paper. And then, 3 days after, I see someone calling me, say they are the detective. So I say, you willing to pursue?
All right, so she got arrested. No.
They came last night. They came by the house last night, banging down the door.
Who came for what? For who? You or the girlfriend?
For him.
No, the police came last night, banging down the door.
Looking for who?
Him.
For her.
For her. That's what I said, because he made a domestic. As soon as you make, certainly in New York State, someone's getting arrested.
Somebody.
Okay, so you better be confident that you want this person arrested. You can't call what you got to do, Squeeze, is walk it off. You have to walk it off.
I put the hashtag up already.
So she got arrested now, right?
No. So she wasn't there in the house. He wasn't there.
Yeah, he didn't walk it off.
She's out of status because I'm getting to marry her to give her her paper. She's out of status, and they're saying that so I said, I'm not pursuing anything.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't. Let me explain. Stop. Okay. It doesn't matter whether you are going to pursue charges or not. It's not up to you. The charges for domestic violence are not brought by the victim. It's brought by the state. The people of the state of New York bring it. So they have your statement. Police saw you with a busted lip. They have your statement that this woman hit you. That may be enough to convict her, whether you want to cooperate or not.
Right.
What I would say right now, okay, because you're admitting stuff that can be used to prosecute this lady, you've done enough harm to her,
right?
Okay, is be quiet, don't say another word, and have somebody call our criminal defense department. Hold on. I don't want him talking anymore.
That's it. That's what good attorneys do, folks. They do the right thing.
You gotta walk it off.
Walk it off. Hashtag walk it off.
This is gonna be our PSA of the year.
Yes. Hashtag walk it off. All right.
Now, obviously, if your life is in danger and you're really getting pummeled, that's a different story.
Right.
Okay.
That's true.
if there's a possibility to walk away, and he said it, I just wanted to have a calm conversation. At that moment is not the time to have the calm conversation and have the police come to go like this, have a calm conversation. At that moment is the time that everybody walks in a different direction, walk it off, shake it off, and come back 2 or 3 days later and have that conversation.
And go with a triple C.
What's that?
Calm, cool, and collective.
Correct.
All right?
Correct.
So once again, folks, the Brad and Squeeze Show, 1-800-529-5465. We're not relationship experts, but are we? Or aren't we? 1-800-529-5465.
I don't know. They're showing me like why Squeeze is talking. There he is. There he is. Squeeze is talking. Say that again, Squeeze. Oh, now I'm back to me. No,
I'm not a relationship expert, but are we?
Right. I don't know.
1-800-529-5465. All right, let's go to some calls. Let's see if you can do rapid fire on the
Carol,
calls.
quickly. What's your question?
Yes, I'm a U.S. citizen. I would like to find out, can I sponsor my brother from Jamaica?
Yes, you can. Hold on 1 second.
1-800-529-5465. Next call, Brad. Come on, chop, man. Come on, let's go.
1 second.
Come on, you are Brad Bernstein. Come on, Speedy Gonzalez. Yima, underlay. Come on, chop. There you go.
Claudia,
what's up?
Yeah, hello?
Hello?
No, it's not Claudia.
Yeah, good afternoon to you both.
How are you? What is your name?
I'm good. I have a...
All right, next call. We'll come back to her shortly.
Kingsley,
what's up?
Yes, good afternoon. Now, a few questions I'd like to ask. Married to someone to get a paperwork. We got a paperwork process. A paperwork was put in, and she decided she didn't want to go forward. It's been a while since the paperwork was in.
Who sponsored you? Who is this that sponsored you? Your wife?
Yeah, she didn't want to go along any further with the process.
Okay. All right. So did you find when you say you didn't want to go along any further with the process? Did an adjustment application get in? Did you get a work permit? Did you take a fingerprint?
Yeah, we got a work permit.
Okay, so you're gonna get an interview, and your wife's not gonna show up. Now you got a problem because they may put you in deportation to say you're here legally. You got no wife. Who's showing up? Who cares and loves about you? You got a problem. You got a problem.
Can anything be done?
I tell you what.
Hold on.
I say
you need
hold
a good
on.
lawyer. Hold on. You got a big problem. I can't figure out what could be done right now. But you got a wife who's not showing up, and you got an interview in Atlanta, Georgia. And Atlanta, Georgia, you know, it's like the sheriff in the Wild West. They shoot first and ask questions later there at the immigration. It's the worst place.
And not literally, folks.
Not literally, but it is the worst. From a pro-immigration advocate standpoint, Atlanta to me is the worst place in the world.
Well, let's just say state, Georgia.
Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah. Anthony.
Okay. 1-800-529-5465.
You're also in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yes.
What's up?
Hello?
Yeah.
What's up?
Hey, Squeeze. Hey, what's up, man? Big up.
All right, Manas.
I have a question here. What's up, boss? I love the show. My name is Anthony Minot. I would like to know if I can put in for citizenship. I've been have my 2-year green card from 030315.
From March 2015.
030315. Yes, sir. And my wife already put in for me to receive my 10-year permanent green card. That was done from the 20th of February, but I've not get back.
Well, you can certainly file 90 days before March 3rd, 2018, whatever date that is. Maybe we're already past that date. You can certainly file, and at that interview, they're going to interview you for both to remove the conditions and your citizenship. Now, I have seen lately that certain immigration officers say you're not eligible for your citizenship because you didn't remove the conditions, which is not the law. Okay, the law says that you can do it.
Oh, sorry. So as I said, it's on the 20th of February. We sent in the papers to remove the condition.
Okay, so wait, why don't you, all right, so you and your wife are together, it's a good marriage?
Yeah, of course, yeah, sure, we're together. Yeah,
all right, so why don't you wait till February or March, because, it should take a year if it's a good marriage. You shouldn't get an interview. Hopefully you submitted enough proof that, that your interview will be waived, and then just do your citizen straightforward. If you can do it, absolutely you can do it. Sometimes immigration officers, depends on who you get. But I can tell you the law, and then you're going to appeal it. But I'm telling you, the law says 100% you can file your citizenship. So legally, you can do it. You can do it today. Realistically, some immigration officers screw you over, you know, and then you got to fight it out. So if you're going to do it, make sure you got a good lawyer.
Okay, so all right. So the best thing to do is wait until February. If February comes and I don't hear nothing and don't receive my permanent card, then I can
because by then
contact you guys back.
Yes.
There you go, my brother.
All right,
Mr. Minot. All right. 1-800-529-5465.
Do we have time for a criminal man in the street?
I tell you what, why not criminal man in the street?
It's a criminal man in the street. It's not the criminal in the street, but it's criminal questions man in the street.
Okay, all right, there you go.
Let's see if we have time for
hold
this.
on, you're going to find a criminal
I think it's like 6 minutes. We should have time. Let's do it.
All right, Brad.
Okay.
Let's take a listen.
We're here today in New York City asking people questions about their rights. Let's find out how much they know. Can your Facebook or social media posts be used against you in a court of law?
Yes, it can be used against you in a court of law.
Do you know why?
Because of privacy.
Okay.
Pretty sure it can.
Your social media posts can be used against you in the court of law.
Do you know why?
No, I really don't.
I'm aware that once they are on that social media site, they are owned by that social media site.
Absolutely. Be smart, people. Assume that anything you put on your social media can absolutely be used against you.
Everything you write, Snapchat, Facebook, text, email, all of that can be used against you later on, even if deleted.
Are you obligated to take a breathalyzer when the police pulls you over?
Yes. No.
I am not sure of what I would need to do.
It depends on what you're stopping me for. If I am driving and drinking, yes. If he smells alcohol on my breath, yes.
If I say no, then they would automatically think I'm guilty of drinking, which would probably be the case.
You're not obligated to take any test offered by the police department.
The walk and stand test, the portable breathalyzer, at the scene of a DWI, you're not obligated to take any of those tests.
They can use that evidence against you later on in court.
Whenever you're pulled over by the police, the first thing you should do is call an attorney.
What do you do if police stops you for DWI?
You will get out of the vehicle and they will just make sure everything is great, and if everything's not great, then you will go down to the station and they'll arrest you.
You need to cooperate with the police because they are in charge.
The very first thing you should do is ask to speak to an attorney. And remember, people, you do not have to submit to these tests.
Don't tell them you had 2 drinks at a party, but you're not intoxicated. Don't answer any questions. Don't take any tests. Provide the police with the paperwork they requested and immediately ask for an attorney.
Do the police have to read your Miranda rights to you when they arrest you?
I would say they would have to, because you're not you're being arrested, but you're not in a crime. You're not doing a crime. So I would say yes.
I believe that the police have the right to read you your Miranda rights in that situation, just to let you know what's going on and what the priorities are and just the whole situation that you're in.
Miranda rights are all about TV and movies. There's actually no such thing as Miranda rights. The police only have to give you your Miranda warnings if they're going to question you.
If they are not read for whatever reason, that doesn't mean you should go run and say or incriminate yourself. Just assume that anytime you're dealing with the police and you're in that situation, anything you say will be used against you.
If you're in jail, is the Department of Corrections allowed to record your phone conversations?
If you are in jail, what did you say? No, I do not believe that they are allowed to record your phone conversations.
They absolutely can and will listen to your conversations.
Not only are they allowed, but they do it on every phone call.
Use your heads. You're in government custody. Do not speak on the phone, and definitely, absolutely not say anything that can incriminate you.
The only people they're not allowed to record is a conversation with your attorney. So be careful about what you say on the phone from Rikers Island or any correctional facility. Every one of those phone calls are being recorded and sent directly to the district attorney's office.
If you suspect or know that there's a warrant out for your arrest, what should you do?
I believe that you just... Oh man, I'm stuck.
If I suspect there's a warrant out for me, I would like to know why.
I honestly have no idea.
I'm not guilty until proven guilty.
I don't know. I've never had a warrant out for my arrest, but I guess contact an attorney.
There's no guessing. call an attorney. That is a smart thing to do.
Absolutely. That's the first thing you should do. Contact an attorney, let them handle it.
Better yet, don't just call any attorney. Call the attorneys at Spar and Bernstein. We really care about clients, the community, and protecting your rights.
Prior successful results do not guarantee similar outcome. Okay, that's it. Let's see the time here. Okay, we got a couple of minutes here. Want to say thanks for everyone who shared the Brad and Squeeze show and listened on 93.5 WVIP FM. Want to say thanks to our partner, USA Credit Repair Inc.com, okay, for actually partnering with us. And we want to say, folks, more importantly, everyone out there with legal issues, make sure you reach out to the law offices of Spar and Bernstein. The number happens to be 1-800-529-5465. Share and tell everyone about this great show each and every single weekday, 6 days a week, live at 9, live at noon. 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-LAWLINK. Before we disclaim it, Brad, I'm quite sure you've got something to say.
Yeah, just everybody out there, we're going to be back again live tomorrow at 9 o'clock. If you want a notification of the Brad and Squeeze show, I see a lot of people are sending us messages about notification of the Brad and Squeeze show. You have to like the Brad and Squeeze show page to get notification when we come live.
And when we say like the page, not the comments are not the show that you're actually watching,
but the actual page.
But the actual page, all right? So just go to the page. I think it's in the upper right-hand corner, and you like the page itself, and then you will actually know when it is that we are actually going live. Anything we do on that page.
All right, we're out of here. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you so much. Let's make it legal. The proceeding was informational only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar and Bernstein law firm located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easily remembered, 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-LAWLINK. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And of course, link up with the law offices of Spar and Bernstein located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-529-5465.
What are you doing?